Oh, somehow I have a waiting room for this meeting.
Oh,
But let's see. Kate was trying to get in.
why does that show up on some, like a Jeanette's yoga, it shows up that way, but I don't think it does for Kathy. I'm not
For
sure.
what?
For Jeanette's yoga class, it shows up as a waiting room, but I don't know if it does for Kathy.
Oh, there shouldn't be a waiting room for any of those.
There is for Jeanette, sometimes, not always.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So that, I can fix that. So I will, I'll fix that. So
Or
Kate
you could
should
ask
be
her, but I
joining.
mean,
Yeah.
I have noticed that before.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I am off camera while I scarf some dinner and I'll be on soon. Thanks.
Okay. Hey, Brad. And then Pam's on vacation.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. But Elizabeth and Mel are going to be here, right?
They are here. We're here.
Bye.
Oh, I can't see you. That's all. Okay. Hi.
Do you need me to chair tonight then if you're still eating?
You know what? I think it would be better just because you can see people and I can't as easily.
Okay.
Is that okay with you, Michelle?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Great. Thanks.
All right, so we're all here, and the first thing on the agenda is to approve the minutes. Oh, wait a minute. When are we doing the voting for that? Maybe I got the wrong agenda. When are we voting for the new? That came in the next email. Yeah, I guess I missed that one. Did we talk about doing that first? I
Well,
don't have that agenda.
Usually you do the minutes first.
Okay, let's do the minutes then.
All right. And I'll pull up an agenda. on my-
Okay. Yeah, I know it got added, but somehow I guess I printed
Right.
out the wrong one. Okay, so anybody have any comments about the minutes? Am I talking loud enough, Brad?
You're
Am I
fine.
talking? Okay,
I can hear you well. Thanks.
okay, great. Anybody have any comments? I didn't see anything. It looked perfect to me.
I thought they looked fine.
Was that
Excellent.
meeting on June 17th in person? I have in person. Was it in person or hybrid?
Well, they're all gonna be hybrid.
I
yeah.
think it was actually, wasn't it, all on Zoom because there was a conflict that the select board was here, so we couldn't do it that way? That's what I recall.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
does it matter in the minutes?
Well, it should be.
Okay, I think it was, because I think I remember being
Wanna put,
disappointed, because I like coming in
virtual.
person. Yeah, I think it
Okay.
was.
Got it.
Okay. All right, would someone like to make a motion to approve the minutes as amended?
I move
I
we
have
approve the minutes as amended. This is Brad.
Okay, great.
I second it.
Okay, Elizabeth is seconding it, okay. All in favor, we'll do a roll call. Mel,
Yes.
Michelle, yes. Elizabeth, yes. Brad,
Yes.
and Kate.
I'm going to abstain because I wasn't at the meeting.
Oh, that's right. Okay, sounds good. So they're approved as amended. All right, was the voting for the officers the next thing on the agenda then?
So on the agenda, I'm looking at, it doesn't have voting for the offices, so it's like fine to put that in now,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Alright.
So we have to vote for officers every year. We have the secretary, chair, and treasurer. So would someone like to make a motion regarding our,
If Brad is willing, I'd like to nominate him to continue as treasurer.
yeah, I'll second that. I'd like to nominate Mel as secretary. She's willing to because she's so great with the minutes.
Sure.
I second that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't.
I'd like to nominate Kate and Michelle to continue as co-chairs if they're both willing.
I'll
Yeah,
jump if
fine.
you'll jump, Michelle.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So there's our. So we need to vote on each one separately.
Don't we also have somebody who's, has to be the liaison for the friend?
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding us. Yeah. So that would probably be you, because I think you were doing that anyway after, no, Tim was. Yeah, I can do it. Okay, Elizabeth,
Cool.
all right, let's nominate Elizabeth as the liaison with the Friends. We already promoted
Second.
everybody. Great. Perfect. Okay. All right, so we'll do a roll call vote for Brad as treasurer. So Elizabeth? Yes. Michelle, yes? No?
Yes.
Brad, oh, I guess you can vote for yourself.
I
Brad?
assume I abstain. I mean, does it matter?
And Kate, I don't know.
I think you can vote for yourself, but
I can
anyway,
vote for
yes.
myself, so sure, I'll say yes.
Why not? Wholehearted
for them.
self-approval is in order. I say yes, please.
Okay. Brad has been approved as treasurer. Secretary Mel? Yes. Michelle, yes. Elizabeth, yes.
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Kate.
Yes, from Kate.
All right, co-chairs, Michelle. Do we get voted separately or together?
the two of you together.
Okay, co-chairs, Michelle and Kate.
Yes.
Michelle, yes.
Yes.
Mel,
Yes.
Brad
Yes.
and Kate.
Yes.
Okay, and then liaison to the Friends, Elizabeth. Yes. Michelle, yes.
Yes.
Brad.
Yes.
And Kate.
Kate, yes.
Okay, perfect. Done with that. Thank you. All right, so we have
Right,
a.
all the
verbal-
elections that easy.
I know, it's true. We have to pay money. Okay, the director's verbal report.
Okay, so I'm gonna be on vacation from August 5th to the 15th, and all the subs are gonna be covering, which is great. I've been busy with summer reading and with the construction project and getting the groundbreaking scheduled. So we'll talk more about the construction later, and then, so let's see, so we had a pre-construction conference with the contractor. And the contractor's very nice, he's got a good sense of humor, he's very approachable, he seems very knowledgeable and confident, and just like, nothing really phases him. He comes highly recommended from our OPM, which is great, he just finished a project with them, so that's good. So Jeff Quackenbush and Eileen Leo from the building committee joined me at that pre-construction conference. And there are gonna be weekly construction meetings at the site, and Jeff and Elaine and I will go to those. A building permit has been issued, and we have given the contractor a notice to proceed. Effective July 29th. We wanted there to be time for all that administrative work to be done.
Wait, the building is starting?
Yes, July 29th. So things like the trailers might show up. So there's gonna be a trailer for the contractor and a trailer for the clerk of the works, who works for the OPM. And so those trailers will show up that week. Like the dig safe marking has already been done. I noticed some stakes in the field, and I'm like, put these stakes in this field, and it was the contractor who's gonna do the site work.
Yeah.
Went out and did the dig safe marking, because then they have to report that to dig safe, and they have to come and inspect it, so.
Got it.
That's so like little things are starting to happen, but the first things that will be happening are, other than the trailers going, is the erosion control will be put in place. And then conservation will have to inspect that, and then a fence will go up. And then there'll be a sign on the fence, and the sign on the fence will have a picture of the building and then the names of the people on the building committee and the names of the trustees, and then the town seal and the Friends of the Library logo and the architect, the MBLC logo, and
Wow.
yeah, so it's
Just like
really
you see
good.
it at
It's,
UMass.
yeah,
they
just
have
like
landing
you would
building.
see,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, that's really exciting.
yeah, just like you would see, so, so that'll be good. And then the Army Corps of Engineers will need to, eventually, will need to get through the construction site to get back to the radio tower location, and the contractor is aware, and they will just move fencing if they need to. But the Army Corps hasn't given the town a schedule yet.
Right.
But, you know, these are just the things I'm working on. I'm
Mhm.
communicating with the Army Corps of Engineers and, you know, I reported to the select board about that and then, met with the contractor, and then we've been working on the groundbreaking. So Congressman McGovern is going to speak at the
Oh,
groundbreaking.
that's exciting. I like them.
Senator Comerford and our representative Aaron Saunders, and then, the chairperson of the Board of Library Commissioners. Her name is Vicky Biancolo, so B as in boy, Iancolo, I believe is how her name is spelled. So she's gonna speak on behalf of the Board of Library Commissioners. And then you're gonna speak on behalf of the trustees, and then I'll say a few words, and then Elaine will be kind of the master of ceremonies. So that seems really, it's really nice that Congressman McGovern is.
Yeah,
gonna come.
that's
Yeah.
exciting, yeah.
So, okay, and then the one thing, so one programming change, so I've had all of these fitness classes happening for years and years, and Jay McWilliams, who's been teaching strength training on Saturdays most recently, has decided he has to move on and not teach that class anymore. And I just decided that this is a good time to just take a pause. You know, Jay is not available. This is gonna be a busy year. It's better to just take a pause and, you know, the other 3 classes will keep going. And then when the building opens, we can see, what we wanna do
Mhm.
then. So, he just told me that, you know, definitively today.
Yeah,
So,
we've been lucky to have them as long as we have.
yes,
And maybe
yeah.
it'll change his mind as it's
Yes,
cold or whatever's going on, but
yeah,
I get
so,
it.
yes, so that was today, and I,
And the groundbreaking is August 2nd?
Friday, August 2nd at
Okay.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, and so the OPM is paying for the refreshments.
Oh, nice.
Which is really nice, so we've ordered bagels from Tandem Bagel and a fruit platter and cider donuts from Atkins. And then Tandem Bagel will also supply coffee, and then we'll get, Stop and Shop gave us a gift card and we'll get some seltzer and juice.
Mhm.
And we're hoping that it's not raining,
Yeah,
and not 100 degrees.
yeah.
So it should be good. So did I send an email to the trustees saying when volunteers were needed? No, okay. So we're going to, a crew is gonna meet here at 8:30 in the morning and grab tables and chairs
Mhm.
and then bring them down there. And if and I don't think we need any more people here that morning. We
Mhm.
need somebody to go to Tandem Bagel that morning and pick up the bagels, and we need somebody to go to Atkins and pick up the fruit and cider donuts. So I don't know if anybody can do that, one of those things.
Where's
And
Tandem
then
Bagel, please?
Tandem Bagel is in Hadley on Route 9, in that plaza where the Registry of Motor Vehicles.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it used to be,
Bakery,
yeah.
but on the side?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
And it'll all be ready. It's just.
Yeah, you
pick it
just
up,
have to
yeah.
go pick
I
it
can
up.
do those.
Yeah.
I can do both of those. I think I'll just go to Atkins and come back by the other place and then,
Okay.
and if you want them there at what time? Like 9:30?
By 9:30, yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you, Kate. Okay, all right,
Now,
that's
can I ask
great.
you one more question before we go on?
Yeah,
Would it be appropriate for the trustees to do a thank you for the person who was teaching the strength building classes?
if you want to, I mean,
Okay.
you
I'll
know,
get us a card.
yeah, he would be touched by that. He's a very nice man.
Okay.
And so he's, you know, and he lives here in town and his family is here in town, so that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be. I know, when you said thank Jay, I thought, I don't know how to thank him, I don't know if I have. to do it, But
Yes.
yeah, that's a good way to do it. Just do
Yes, yeah,
a card.
okay, so maybe the next meeting.
Mhm.
Okay, we can have a card. I have cards over at the library, but. There we go. Okay, and so then, so we'll get the groundbreaking set up. We're gonna pray that it doesn't rain. If it rains, if it rains, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna borrow the Board of Health's tents. I believe they have 4 10-by-20 tents. And we can have a tent over the speakers and a
Mhm.
tent over the sound system. And then the library has 2 tents that we'll use for the food. But other than that, we'll just be with our umbrellas and.
Yeah.
We're doing a groundbreaking at a site that doesn't have a building. So I
Yeah,
would,
so, yeah, well, that makes sense.
okay, yeah.
As always, you've got plans.
Right,
Is
so,
there gonna be like
so then
like
it'll,
a ribbon or like shovels?
we're digging, yes.
We're digging,
Yes,
okay.
yeah, and
Right, the ribbon will be when it opens.
for the grand opening,
Right.
next summer, we'll be cutting ribbons. So the OPM is bringing the shovels, he has new shovels, he doesn't want us using our old dirty broken shovels. He doesn't think that sounds charming. So-
Nice, very nice.
And then at the end, we'll just all pitch in to clean up and pack everything up and get out of there. Okay, all right,
Sounds good.
Kate, thank you for volunteering to
Sounds like
pick
a
up
plan.
this stuff. That does sound like a plan.
My pleasure.
So, yes. So that's it. That's my report.
Okay,
Okay.
All right.
all right, so I guess, is there anything else, other prep we have to do for that then? That was on
Not
the agenda?
really.
Okay, then we're done
Yeah.
with that, okay. So the bulk of the meeting will be working on these bylaws, which I was surprised how old they were when I saw them, I'd forgotten, revised in March 2011.
So these
I
are the
thought we-
trustee bylaws?
I thought we did an update while I was on the board, but
You
maybe.
were. You were though, Michelle Cedar was on it, Jen Davies, or you were on it. It was
Okay,
after the.
I was never on
after
with
the whole-
Jen.
Oh, you weren't?
Yeah.
I don't
That
think so.
was,
Anyway.
that was the one that I found in the Google Docs, and I didn't find an updated one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
So-
fine. Might as well just use this then.
So should I share it?
I
can
think so,
share
so
it.
everybody can see it, yeah.
Let's see, share screen. And there it is. Okay. And, okay. All right, so right off the bat, can I actually edit this? I can, but I have to go here. Can I, let's see, right off the bat, I am putting periods here.
Oh, right.
Um,
Approved in 2009 and revised March 2011.
okay, and then I'm gonna fix that RE, okay, and so then I'm gonna put in revised. Well, do you think we'll finish it today?
I looked at it, it didn't look like there was a whole lot.
Yeah, a whole lot either. I think we can do it in one night, because
All right.
I mean,
July.
my main
we got
question
time.
is about our name.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
We just need to revise it after the. after
right,
the-
we'll revise it
building
again when the
And-
new library opens.
Okay,
Have we decided on the name?
So the trustees never had a conversation about the name. We've been calling it the Shutesbury Public Library, and like the architects just call it that. And now we've just sort of started, like in the groundbreaking ceremony, I just called it that, and,
I can't imagine what else it would be.
right,
Yeah.
and
that's the thing.
yeah.
Do we
I
just
mean,
need to
it
vote
just-
on it officially?
No,
No?
I don't
Or wait till it
know.
opens?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just think it doesn't make sense to call it anything but that.
No, it doesn't
Yes,
to me
right,
either.
Yes, so
But
I mean,
until then, we're still the Emmons
right,
Library. so.
right.
Okay.
Yes,
Or we could call it like finally, ...
right.
Finally, it's true. That's a good one.
All right, okay.
Okay,
Um,
all right. Yeah, that was my only question about the
Okay.
article,
uh,
up to Article 2
Could you
also.
correct under Article 2, the way it's like weirdly indented before it's up?
Oh, yeah.
Can I correct that? We can see.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
also it
Uh,
should be capital name and capital authorization to be consistent. And
Where
then
are you,
I,
where are you talking about? Where are
yeah,
you talking about? Who's fixing?
Right
Oh,
there.
oh, I see. Oh, okay.
And then I'm sorry, I have a question about Article 1.
Mhm.
Okay,
I feel like this is a previous mission where the local historical collection was of tremendous importance to, honestly, one trustee. We don't have a local history room planned for this library. I just don't
Yeah.
think I don't think it's accurate anymore.
Do we have an up-to-date mission statement and anything else? Like the grant that was submitted to the state or?
It's a
maybe in
good
the long
question.
range.
Funny, I didn't
plan.
even see that one. I just sort of skimmed it. But I
oh,
agree with,
but
I
it
agree with
had-
you, Kate. Yeah.
Well, I think we can, it might be in the long range plan, but I can't really look right now,
Okay.
if I'm sharing.
I think
that.
I can.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
and I would
figured if
say
we've
also
already-
take out that collection of
Right.
local historical information because we don't have
Yeah.
that.
I mean, we have, you know, a
Some.
tiny collection.
Yeah, it's true, but it's very small.
Okay.
But I agree
I
with Kate,
mean,
it makes it sound like there's more.
Building puts
right.
more emphasis on children and teens and than it does on that particular collection.
Right, right. It's more, I mean, I always think of the library as sort of being responsive to the community, right?
Yes, right.
So,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
not, and I don't think, all right, here's the long range plan. It goes through 2026. That's good to keep in mind. And let me see if there's a mission. Is the mission statement? We might have even just taken it out of the mission statement altogether. Of the long range.
Yeah, the mission statement in the building program is the same as this one.
Okay,
Okay,
so I think you can do whatever, you can tell me to do whatever you want.
I just think we just take out that phrase, not only in our collection of local historical information. I think the rest of it works. We're passing future join. Oh,
By bringing together community members, young and old.
Mm-hmm.
But are we
And
doing
just-
that?
Yeah, well, not together, young and old, but community, yes. I mean, you have the exercise classes, which people are mostly older, and then you've got all the programming for young kids. That's how I'm interpreting what's written here. Doesn't mean bringing them together.
And like the bonfire,
Yeah.
or the collaboration with
Mhm.
the fire department, and there were families with young kids, and then there were, you know, people who could be grandparents there.
I know what you mean though. Like it makes it sound like one of the most important things about the library is the mission of bringing together the young and the old. And it seems like an unusual thing to, not that that's not important, but Kate, you were mentioning like the focus on children and teens, and that's not, I don't know. It seems like that sentence isn't like needs to be wordsmithed a little more. Like it's not quite.
Honestly, I think we can cut the whole thing because the first sentence says what we are. We provide materials and programs for people of all ages.
There you go.
I would just
And-
cut it.
We could say something about being a community hub or something like that.
Yeah. We aim to be a community hub. Like, let's just keep it simple. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to complicate the process, but I just feel like this is not any longer mission critical as it's
Right.
exists.
How about, the Emmons Memorial Library strives to be a community hub, providing Shutesbury residents of all ages with materials and programs to meet their educational, entertainment, and information needs.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds perfect. That's all we need. Yeah. Starting to the point. All right. Are you okay with, Brad has his hand up. Sorry, go ahead, Brad.
I'll let Marianne write this out. You're fixing one of my comments.
Community hub, comma,
Yeah, it's
period.
mostly just,
The first sentence
it's the
there.
first sentence, just with like a slight edit. So you, instead of rewriting it, you could just edit it in the,
All right, strives to be a
Community
community
hub,
hub, comma.
and then
Providing.
providing,
Providing.
and then
ending-
ending the sentence at entertainment and information needs. Ending the sentence at needs.
Yeah,
But what about the last phrase though? In an environment that fosters community?
Well,
I
then you
feel
have
like.
community in the same.
Community
Oh,
hub.
we have it twice, we have it twice.
I think community hub covers it though,
Oh, okay, all right.
right?
You can take.
Yeah, that does,
in the
okay,
environment that
that's fine.
fosters community.
And then you
Yeah.
can
Okay,
cut from
get
there
there.
all the way down to we endeavor.
Yeah,
All right, I'm doing it.
Beautiful.
Are we good with that?
And then we take out the extra, oops, yeah, take out the extra sentence that Marianne started.
Yeah.
yeah.
So then here are my questions. Well, we have to take out the empty space at the top. Article between the first sentence, yeah.
There's an
Between
extra-
Article 1 and the MN Spear Memorial Library, there's extra spaces there, yeah. And then
And Article
after,
1 should be I. I mean, you know, capital Roman 1.
Oh, right, because the ones below are,
Oh, yeah.
oh, this is
Two.
really such a fascinating document. I
Oh,
wonder if
yeah.
it's was-
How did
if
we
it
all
was-
miss this?
I don't know, I wonder if it was
And a
because. it
period,
was
yep, you got the
pulled
period.
out.
And then
Yeah.
moving back up again, Marianne, so we have MN Spear twice in two different ways. Is it M period N period or M period space N period?
Well, you
Space.
know, yeah, the space would be grammatically correct. Okay,
Okay, those are my initial comments.
You have to put one there, yep.
can I,
And then there shouldn't be a line break after of in the next one. It should just be town of Shutesbury.
yeah,
Yeah, this is weird how all these.
I think this is because it was a Google
Oh.
Doc and I changed it into a Word doc.
like,
Oh.
Could have been
alright.
a PDF that you copied too.
Right,
I don't want to belabor this, but it seems like the second sentence in the mission statement is not necessary.
you know, I think when they said that current technology thing, it was at the beginning of having technology. Right, and
Yeah,
now,
it just doesn't
Yeah.
seem necessary. We have entertainment in the same.
And information.
I mean, if you want to add providing Shutesbury residents of all ages with materials and programs, information services. You know, to meet their, like, if we wanted to combine those things in the first paragraph, then we have one sentence. I think that's. Would be fine. It just seems like we don't need a second sentence there.
I agree.
so just get rid of the second sentence?
Or you could say, providing Shutesbury residents of all ages with, with information services, comma, materials, so if you add information services there. In programs to meet their educational, entertainment, and.
Cultural
cult-
needs.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right,
And then you've got everything. Instead of information needs, cultural needs. And then you're good, I think. I
Yes,
mean,
I
we
agree.
can't meet everybody's cultural needs in the library, but we do something.
So,
We do
yeah.
a lot.
I love that.
Oh, I like the word enrichment,
A true statement.
good education,
And
and
cultural
can we,
enrichment needs.
or how about,
Just-
can we do, instead of entertainment, enrichment?
We could say
Yes.
culture. We could say
And
cultural.
cultural enrichment, period.
Cultural
Cut the word
and-
needs,
All right.
cut
and-
entertainment.
All right,
Try this, see what we like.
I think you
We
need
need
needs,
needs.
because you can't have need for
Yeah.
education and cultural enrichment.
Yeah, So then educational and cultural enrichment needs.
Yeah, so just, yeah,
Yes, that works.
just ditch the comma, and then, yeah.
Hey, look, y'all, the one sentence mission statement is a gem in the world, I believe. Thank you,
And
Cal.
the extra line space above Article 2.
That's
Eagle
right.
eyes here.
Yeah.
I'm not good for much else tonight, but I still spot those things.
And these are things that I would never see, those extra spaces.
And then Article 2 is fine.
Yes,
right?
it is.
That just,
Okay. Okay.
So, when we go to responsibilities, number 2, it says the board shall appoint a qualified library director who shall be the executive and administrative office of the library on behalf of the board and under its review and direction. We don't-
Officer, not
we-
office. Sorry, Michelle.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is we don't review you. Your
So
performance.
technically, according to the town, you do, but
They
the,
don't really because of that little personnel stuff going on. For the personnel committee.
is there stuff going on with the person?
No, I mean, in the
Oh.
past, we were told no, that we couldn't do it anymore because of the personnel committee is doing something.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I still think you can leave it, I mean,
all right,
so
well,
I think every meeting is a review of what I do. Because I give a report, I mean, you know, and then
we ask questions.
you ask questions, I think every meeting is a review. of
Okay, well,
what-
I was thinking of a formal evaluation, which
Right,
is what we did when you
yes.
first started.
Okay,
But then we were
yeah.
told, no, we don't
Okay.
do that. The
Right.
personnel committee does it somehow. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't mean to be
Okay.
persnickety, but after every sentence, it has 2 spaces, like we're on a typewriter and we're 100 years old, and we just need to correct that. Or we
The
look like we're
spaces
100
where?
years old.
Like,
Yeah.
there,
That's not a thing anymore.
my
It's
daughter
not.
tried to say, me, but I still do it.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever told me
it's-
not to. I mean,
Yeah.
That's how
the
we,
thing.
when I used to work in admissions, that's how we could tell if a parent was writing their kid's essay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My daughter just said to me that, oh, that we don't do that in academia anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well.
You're going
Yeah.
past what I correct. I agree, it should just be one space, but I give up on that.
I think I got them all.
Did we lose
Mm.
them?
No, they're there. I
I
think
didn't
they
see them
just
anymore.
turned
Yeah.
off their,
Okay,
their
all
thing.
right. I mean, the only other thing I had was, responsibilities was the number 4. The board shall execute a written employment contract with the library director outlining the basic conditions of employment. We don't sign off on that either.
No, where's that? That's number
Number
4?
4 under responsibilities.
No, up higher.
Yeah,
It's
go
under
up the last one. We have to
Um,
cut.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have a
Yeah,
contract.
that is a personnel
Okay.
committee thing.
Yeah, okay. All right, so we'll just cut that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So under officers, I was suggesting we put
One more
chairperson-
delete, Marianne.
co-chairs.
Yeah, one more delete.
Be a chairperson, a vice
Or
chairperson.
co-chairs. We never had a vice chair.
Okay, so, but say 10 years from now, so do we want to just put 4 co-chairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, I think the only reason they had a vice chairperson in the past, which I don't even remember there ever being anybody in that role, and I was here during this time, was so that if the chair wasn't there, we could still hold the meeting.
right.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
that's, do you remember
I'm
that
not-
being? I
I'm
don't
not
remember.
listed. Do you want a treasurer?
I asked
Yes.
as treasurer. That was my other comment, was add
And
treasurer.
liaison to.
My take
Yeah.
on the chairperson versus co-chairs is I would suggest leaving it as it is. Taking out vice chair is fine.
Okay.
But chairperson is the normal thing, and if we choose to turn it into 2 co-chairs, I
Okay.
think that's up to
Okay.
us.
Okay.
Okay,
That's a good
so
point.
I'll
They might not ever want to be co-chairs.
take up vice chair.
No, take out co-chairs, right?
Yeah, take out vice chair too.
Oh, okay.
It just
Yeah,
means though, if we
It's just a
have chair
chairperson, a treasurer, and a secretary, right?
All right.
can't be there, then we can't hold a meeting.
Why?
think-
Why can't the chair designate someone else to run a meeting?
I don't know, but I think that's why the vice chair was in there, although I don't really remember anyone being in that role.
It seems to me that I'll check Robert's rules, but that seems to me within the purview of the chair is to designate someone else to run a meeting.
I think that's
I
true
love
too.
that you're gonna
Yeah,
check
I have
Robert's
no
rules.
idea.
That makes
No
me so
idea.
happy, Kate, that you're gonna check Robert's rules.
I am gonna check Robert's rules, even though our interpretation is loose at best.
I love it.
Yeah, so anyway, so that we have the vice chair on the rule, number 3, and then we have to add treasurer, what their role is.
And then we've just voted for a liaison to the Friends, which means we should, and we've done
That
that.
has to be,
Yeah, I don't think it has to be a designated.
Okay.
yeah.
Should we say and a treasurer?
Yes.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Then, yeah, check Robert's rules, because number 3, instead of saying a vice chair, if that's true, we could say in the absence of the chairperson, they can designate the duties
Yeah.
of the chair. Someone else, but if you can check that, that'd be great.
All right, so we'll just take that out. All right, in the absence of the chairperson,
The chair shall appoint
the
someone.
chair
Mm-hmm.
person shall.
A trustee.
Yes,
Any-
that's true. Can't be
right?
anybody off the street. Yes.
Yeah. And then there's a space between I and O in functions above.
Oh, yeah, I did that. All right, there we,
Editing is
Number
hard.
2.
yeah.
Oh, am I supposed to be posting the meetings? Sorry about that.
You know something? So, so the meeting, so in the past, the secretary or clerk would post the meetings.
Okay.
Now meetings have to be posted using this online system.
I see, that I have
And
access to.
so, yeah, you could have access to it, but I'm fine
Got it.
with posting the meetings. So,
We need another bullet then that says the library director shall post all meetings as required by law. And then the next one is the secretary shall keep a true record.
Yeah.
okay. All right. So. These numbers are gonna be off. The library director shall post all meetings as.
And then do you submit a copy of minutes to the town clerk?
Yep,
Oh, yes.
yep, I have to, because that's the only way that the video comes down.
I see.
No, the videos don't ever come down,
Really?
right?
Oh, really?
Oh.
But yeah,
That's
she has,
new.
she has,
Videos
she
were
has to
recorded- Oh,
post,
that's new.
she has to post them somewhere.
Yeah,
I
so,
see.
so yeah, the secretary shall keep a true record of all meetings of the board, submit a copy to the town clerk.
I don't know why that's in parentheses.
Um,
I don't either, because it's always been that way.
how about this, shall keep a true record and,
I think you
Yeah.
could just put a, get rid of
And
the.
Parentheses, they're not necessary.
just put
Submit a
comma.
copy.
so a comment after board,
Yeah,
And no
then get rid
and.
of the and.
Mm-hmm.
a
Yeah.
comment, submit a copy to the town clerk. And be responsible for correspondence, that seems fine, as directed by the board.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, it does, but it's not our practice. Our practice is that the chair, one of the chairs is this designated spokesperson and handles correspondence.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Right.
that has been our practice. Like I and Michelle are the ones who check the email.
That's true. So
And
maybe
So you could take
Remove-
that and move it up to the chair number 2.
yeah,
That's true. God, I haven't checked that in a long time. Have you been checking, Kate? I suddenly realized I
Yep.
haven't checked.
Yep. I check it regularly. I would put it after official representative. And just
Where's
cut
that?
the and there.
Yeah,
One more space to cut.
Yeah,
have to cut.
between board, yeah.
Of course, Brad would see that.
Only other thing I would say is that I'm not really directed by the board. I mean, this is a decision that we took that, Michelle and I would handle correspondence and be spokespeople and stuff. But we don't, we're not directed, really.
right, right,
Right,
right.
right,
You are the board.
all right, okay. Be responsible for all correspondence?
Yeah, could you put a comma after correspondence or else I'm gonna. lose my mind.
Yes,
Well, we don't want that to happen. All right, there we go.
there we go.
Is
Sorry,
that good? Is that
big fan of
good?
the Oxford
All right,
comma.
listen, I am never in charge of where the commas go. I just put them where people tell me.
I like commas to be where they're supposed to be.
And then you got 2 4s, you see what's going on there.
I do.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
because this document was made before Microsoft Word could number things.
Right.
Yes. All righty, and then could be number 6.
Okay, the vacancy is not actually fulfilled by a vote of the board because that has to be approved by the filled by, we recommend, don't we, to the select board? Isn't that our process?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what we have.
So it's
Yeah.
not filled by a vote of the board. The board shall recommend a trustee to be confirmed or something like whatever it
I think
is
it's-
by the
I think
select
this is
board.
just about officers, though. In the event of a vacancy in any of the officers' positions.
Oh,
then-
you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Beg
okay.
your pardon.
All right, okay.
Could you get rid of that extra space after elections? It's the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
thank you.
okay, okay. And, all right,
Oh, there's another extra space. Third, sorry,
where?
third line in number 6, after year, yeah.
Okay. I always thought putting the extra space in was dumb anyway. All right,
So
um,
still looking at 4, Article 4, this isn't really, if you move back, bring the top of Article 4. So Article 4 officers is officers plus, in this case, the library director shall post all meetings. It's a little bit more than just officers, but nowhere in here does it say how large the trustees will be. And I think
yeah,
the
right.
answer is all that is handled by the town. We are voted by the town. Our terms are determined by the town. We have, I don't think any of that is the responsibility of our bylaws, although the bylaws could mention that the town sets the terms and number of board members and elects them. Does that make sense?
Does.
Yes, I also think that if we're gonna have a responsibility of the library director under officers, we should say that the library director is a member of the board ex officio.
Yeah,
Someone who's
Sure.
required to be at all meetings, et cetera, that's ex officio, right?
yes.
mhm.
So in number 1, I think it should say the library director is a member of the board ex officio and does not have voting responsibilities or privileges or whatever it is. There's a voting member of
Yes,
the
that's
board
perfect.
ex officio.
You could say library director is an ex officio non-voting member of the board, just to get it all.
Yes. That's better, thank you. Non-voting, comma. ex
Are we doing
officio.
non-voting, comma,
Ex officio.
ex officio,
Member.
ex officio.
And then it's,
Comma
A.
again, or,
it's a non-voting.
oh,
It
right.
would be
okay.
an ex officio.
That's right, I was, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's, and ex officio is spelled correctly, okay,
Mhm, yeah.
all righty.
Yeah, and then it's,
And that-
except there's no hyphen in ex officio.
No?
No, really?
But
I don't
it's
think
two
so.
words, it's one word.
Yeah,
It did-
Uh,
it did-
no
Didn't
space
show up.
either, I don't think. Isn't it one word?
No.
no, it's not. It's from the Latin. It means by virtue of office.
Yeah, but from the Latin, it could be one word or two, and the Latin isn't English.
I think it's two.
No,
Um,
two.
I object.
two,
I don't disagree. I object.
Oh, dear.
It offends my sense of my bad.
according to Wikipedia, and other Merriam-Webster.
Yes, I look. at
According to
Merriam-Webster.
Merriam-Webster, it's two words.
That's what I thought.
Oh, well.
Alright. Okay, you may object, but we'll go with Merriam-Webster for the decision.
Is chairperson spelled correctly, or is it just my glasses are dirty enough, I can't read it? Down in number 3, the second chairperson? Is it an E or an A? Or is
Oh,
it
that's
Parsons?
right. Let's spell that.
Okay,
They're all
the glasses are
required.
somewhat dirty, so.
And in- In number 2, should we be consistent and say chairperson every time?
Yeah, we should.
Yes.
Okay.
So Brad, do you think that we should have this piece about the trustees by town prescription? Are the board is
It just feels
constituted of,
incomplete without mentioning.
I agree with you.
And a typical way to do it would be to add another article that's.
At the top, I would think.
So Article 5, bumping everything else down, would be board members. And the only part of that would be the number in terms of trustees are set by the town, by the, I don't know who sets it. Is it the select board or is it,
Who
It's
knows?
always done this- it's
Well,
always
then-
been this way.
if we just say set by the town, then we can fudge the
We're
issue.
clear.
But
Yeah,
it just acknowledges that it's not our responsibility.
We don't have
Yeah.
to say who it's.
If it's not ever been in there, we can just leave it and not add something unless somebody wants to do the research to find out, when the town decided that
No, thank you.
it
Given
would
that
be six. Yeah.
farther up, I think it's up, it says public library existing by virtue of provisions of da-da-da-da-da and the bylaws of the town. That pretty much covers it. I mean,
Yeah.
so I don't care. It's fine.
Okay.
with-
Okay.
all right. Good enough.
Well, maybe in the meetings where it talks about what the quorum needs to be, we should say that, we have 6 members, but the quorum to hold a meeting
Well,
needs to be.
I don't think it matters really. It says the quorum is 4. So we could have 9 members if the town allowed it, then they'd have to change the quorum, but
Right. So are we down to meetings?
Meetings, I think
Okay.
so.
we
Ah.
haven't, yeah, can we
Okay.
fix available? And make it available in number 4?
The red
Since-
line, the red line's under it, end of number 4.
Article 5.
Yeah,
Down a little bit until you see the little red line under a word.
Yeah,
Yeah, keep
it's
going.
under Article 5.
yeah, keep going. Down. More. There it is, see the line?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we can fix that.
And then something about not happy with committees either. I'm not sure.
The
Yeah,
commas
there's a
and the
comma
wrong
there
place.
in the wrong place. Okay. Things like that are, okay, so regular meetings shall be held at Shutesbury Town Hall on the second Tuesday of the month.
I would say regular meetings shall be held monthly, held hybrid.
And they're on
Monday.
Mondays.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right.
And but I think we don't have to say the day.
We don't.
We can just say monthly, yeah.
Right, it's the
Uh,
trustees that determine that.
Shall
monthly in a hybrid format.
Okay, shall
Right.
be held. Okay, monthly. In a hybrid format. But should I say or on Zoom, like in December, January, February, are we really coming out when it's dark and everything's covered with ice?
You know,
All right,
unless we're required to.
right, I don't know if that's,
We require ourselves to do it right now.
Right.
I don't know that we need to specify hybrid
I don't either.
or in person. I would leave that up to us to decide.
okay,
Yeah.
Regular
I
meetings should be held monthly.
Like regular
Monthly?
meetings shall be
Monthly.
held monthly.
okay, all right.
And then the question is where? Yeah, we can take out town hall.
I think we
You know,
can say
exactly, because
typically the
library.
second Tuesday of the month at 7:30. I think we can say that because that is what we try to do, right?
We meet on Monday. This is a
Typically the
Tuesday.
third Monday
Yeah,
Thank you.
but of course it can be
of the
adjusted.
month.
At
Typically the third
7:30.
Monday
7:30.
at 7:30. All righty.
Thank you.
Okay, regular attendance is expected. A trustee,
Should we be modern about he, she, and say they?
Make it say, please.
Yeah.
uh, email. All right, so then a trustee is expected to give advance notice to the chairperson whenever they cannot attend a meeting. And then it says
Via
email.
email, just
Can we
say,
just
but to
get-
the, yeah, just say
Uh,
maybe via email after chairperson.
Do we
Yeah.
have to specify how?
No,
Yeah, I think we can just take out that whole part.
We can just
email
take
the
this
board.
out. I mean, so like, what if the person texted the chairperson? Is that gonna be okay?
we could live with
Yeah.
that,
So I
Michelle.
feel like
Yeah.
whatever they want to communicate, that's, yeah.
Yeah, all right,
You-
now we have a problem here.
I have a little trouble with in person just because there's no record of it. But I don't know that it matters.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Well,
Oh, in person. Yeah, I got it. Well, I mean, there's only a record insofar as their absence is noted,
yeah,
right?
it doesn't matter.
I don't know, where is that?
It isn't.
at-
But it's just
It
because
is-
we took out
Okay.
by email.
All right,
So we
Yeah,
can leave it any way possible.
let's just be chill. And I mean, their absence will be noted in the minutes, right?
Yeah.
right.
How
Okay.
big is the size? How many trustees are there counting officers as determined by the town? What is our
Six.
size?
Six.
6? Okay.
So you can sort of discern the total size by the fact that the quorum is 4,
Yeah. I mean, it could have been
7.
7.
Yeah.
It can't be though, it can be 3, 6, 9, or 12.
The only-
Trustee boards,
Really?
yeah, there's a rule, some arcane rule about the,
Oh, wow.
Well,
yeah.
then why don't we
Okay.
state what we currently are? You know, maybe if someday we want a bigger board for some reason, we can,
Um,
I don't know why we could.
right,
But where would we put that?
right. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, and again, that's the town decided that we have a board of 6. The trustees didn't decide we had a board of 6. So I think we don't need to add that. Like, why make it more complicated? Okay.
Can we put a notice of each meeting will be filed with the town clerk at least 48 hours in advance of the meeting date
Thank
and
you.
Meeting?
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
So is
then
it
it's
still posted on that
instead of
bulletin board or
meetings.
is it online, just online now?
It's
It's
the bulletin
fine.
board.
And we can take that
It's,
down.
well, will be filed.
I haven't looked recently when I've been in town hall, noticed that there's.
Copy of the
something
notice.
there,
Well, there is a bulletin board, but
Yeah.
the town clerk prints out
Something.
the
So
thing
there is
and
still
puts them
something.
up there,
Okay.
yeah.
But that's not
Okay.
our responsibility. We could cut that. That's the town clerk's responsibility.
Right, okay. Okay.
Well, we used to have to do.
I love all records of minutes of meetings will be available for public inspection.
Similarly, not our, oh no, it is your job, right, Mel? Yeah.
It's like my own job.
In the
Okay.
section on state law, chapter 39, section blah, 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 the
Yeah.
only thing I wonder about is, does that ever get updated? It could say contained in all that stuff up to 23C or as amended.
Well, it probably has been updated since this was last.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know that this is the most recent version.
Probably not. Having read that a bunch in the last couple of years, I think it is probably updated.
It has been since
Yeah.
COVID.
Even if it was updated, it will get out of date.
Yeah.
So can we add,
At least it gives a
Or-
person a look if they wanted to actually know what open meeting law was, to see if we were in compliance. So we should update that for sure.
So I can just ask Grace what the section is.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Yeah, I think that.
And then I can just insert it.
Sure.
and can we add after whatever it's supposed to be, comma, or as amended to cover us for future changes?
I think it
Yes.
was repealed. Really?
That's possible?
Oh, what was that? Section 24A,
23A to 23C.
really? I
That's
wonder what that, I
repealed?
wonder what that was. Yeah, it does say repealed. I wonder what was in that section. I mean, given that we amended this in 2011, I wonder what it was.
I don't, it's all about open meeting law. so.
Yeah,
so I'll check with Grace.
that
Yeah,
makes sense.
okay.
She's really
All
up
right.
on
It's
that.
amended.
We should probably do that with Article 2 as well.
Yes.
Where's that?
Way up high and under Article 1. Oh.
Yeah.
Article- Sorry.
Chapter 78, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I have it, I don't know.
That, okay, Article 2, I see what you mean now, okay. Okay, and then we should probably do it if we're checking all of the things. Okay,
And there's that one there.
so there's one here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay,
And then the only other thing that I saw in Article 5 was that we don't get reports from other library staff, so I think we should cut it.
Right, I agree.
Article
Number
5.
5, after
Five.
reporting the library director, we don't get reports from other library staff, and I can't imagine that we will.
Article 5, Item 5,
Yeah, I think
2/3
that-
of the way down.
I found it. The only other thing I saw in Article 6 was that Shell only had one L.
Did we want to take out that reports of, oh no, you did it already. Okay, thank you.
So Article 6, under committees, third line down, the last word in the sentence said shall, but it's only one, has one L.
I fixed that already.
Okay,
Oh, and then, the beginning of the paragraph, there are two.
Oh, yeah.
Also, can we just acknowledge that there's special committees for special problems, for specially assigned tasks? And maybe we could just do special committees for the study investigation for problems or performance of specific tasks? Because I'm sorry, it's just driving me nuts.
Yeah,
where is that?
Yep.
Special committees for the study and investigation of
Special problems or performance of specially assigned tasks.
All right, so tell me what you want that to say.
Just take
Can
out
we
the
just
two-
like,
the
just
last two
cut
special-
special problems, because it's just for study investigation of problems, right? And then could we just say specifically? Oh, so
Maybe
of
he-
problems. Can you put the problems back? Yeah. And then can we say specifically assigned tasks instead of specially? And then it would drive me slightly less nuts. Sorry, but
No, you're
it
right.
was a lot of specially.
Okay.
Okay,
Article
Well,
7, period.
full
You-
stop.
you're
Yeah,
adding that.
after the 7.
Editing material.
Collective authority of the board.
All right.
And the
Oh, and the
board,
board has to be capped.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
you want, and then we gotta get that indent out of there.
we
Yeah.
do.
That's right.
In-
because we- Oh, Mel will complain about it.
I will.
If Brad doesn't get to it first.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
one of us will do it.
Okay, and, all right, I'm doing a really good job with the
Yeah, you are.
formatting. Okay. I think there's an extra period there. All righty.
So I don't know what this part, with the exception of the chairperson, no individual may make decisions, or with the exception of the chairperson, act or speak for the board unless specifically authorized to
Well,
do
I
so.
think that's.
that's pretty much
Correct.
how it is.
Okay,
because you
Yeah.
guys are in charge of
Okay,
the
okay.
correspondence.
Well,
okay.
Oh, there's an extra space.
I guess I was
between
thinking of
the,
something
those
else.
articles there.
here.
Yep.
Oh,
I think 2 extra spaces, you can get it. Delete again, yeah.
alrighty, and then here's one of these.
I was thinking of some issues we had before.
And then it's parliamentary rules, capital R. Yeah.
Are we a parliament? Never mind, sorry.
Okay, well, we kind of screwed that up.
What?
We were supposed to present a motion at the previous meeting and second it. It should be
Okay, well, so you know what? So you can make a motion at this meeting.
and we'll approve
Right.
them at the next one, because we need to get the state laws checked anyway. And then it would be
Okay.
seconded at the previous regular meeting.
At the next meeting.
And
Yeah.
then are there
You have
all
to
the
put
way
an
up, are there
at,
spaces
P where that-
between?
All right, what am I doing?
It should be at, no, yes, thank you.
Yeah, there's
Marianne,
either be
Article
a space
8,
between-
Article 8, parliamentary rules, a line space before accept.
Oh, okay, there's a space.
Article
Okay.
10, same thing.
Inconsistent typography.
And a capital P.
I'm embarrassed my name is on there. I don't know if we didn't review this again or what.
I think some of it is. That it was a Google Doc that I transferred to a Word doc.
Yeah,
That's what I think a lot of the formatting stuff is.
yeah, I wasn't talking about
okay?
formatting, it's
All right.
just stuff in general.
It seems like it was a printed PDF that someone scanned it.
And it's
That's what it looks like
all
when you do that.
like archaic stuff that was written 100 years ago that has been updated.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Okay.
stuff is last century.
Yes. Yes.
Ow, that's old. That makes me feel old, Brad.
Okay.
And then it'll be signed by all of us, it'll be signed by, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll have, so I'm gonna take,
Yeah, I feel better about if we did get to approve it. Make sure it really is what we want to say.
all right, so we have. Um. And then we have,
Oh, I didn't bring my calendar.
that's not right.
Yeah, it is.
Is it a capital S?
Yeah, congratulations.
God, I hope I did that right on the sign.
Oh,
I was getting mixed up. Okay, so on the sign, Brad Foster's name is on the building committee and on the trustees. And on the building committee, it was Bradley, and on the trustees, it was Brad.
Oh,
I,
Well, I can
but
do
it- I
two
fixed
different
it. So there were
take out-
two Brad Fosters.
You take out, oh, and the signatures for all trustees or just?
yes.
Okay.
Oh.
We should take out Michelle, who keeps going
I
down.
will, okay. And then. She must be Pamela. But,
Well, I'm Catherine, but like seriously, it doesn't matter to me.
are you really? You must be, or something. Can't be just Kate. But,
No,
okay, do you
no,
want me
it's
to put you as
hardly-
Catherine? Okay.
No,
No.
I don't, you don't need
And
to, this is, it's fine.
But it doesn't matter.
Are you sure?
Melanie, Mel,
Which do you want
my
it to be?
grandmother used to call me Melissa. It doesn't matter.
All right, okay.
I mean, I sign all the meeting minutes, Melanie.
You do?
Nancy,
Okay.
Carol, so it's.
Now,
Okay.
you
Right,
have
okay.
officers
Our
listed
real name.
for chair, for co-chair. Co-chairs are
Right.
listed. You want secretary and treasurer too?
Yeah, I think they should be.
Last time we did. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I was the
because
secretary back
because you
then,
were the
so,
secretary.
yeah.
And
Okay, so we'll put that on our agenda for next time. So we
Okay.
review.
I'll send this out to everybody
Uh-huh.
and then,
I'd like to make a motion, if I might, that
Mhm.
we consider these bylaws, the amendments at our next meeting.
Okay. Would someone like to second that? I'll second it. Okay. All in favor? Mel?
Yes.
Michelle, yes. Elizabeth, yes. Kate?
Yes,
Did I say
Me.
yes? Brad?
Also, yes.
Okay, great. So that'll be on the agenda for next time.
okay,
All right.
okay. I'll stop sharing. I will email those to everybody before I leave tonight and then, then you can review them and then, Brad finds any other formatting thing. And it's like, and it's, and then, but I think we got them all. Although it's possible that there's what do they call it with that extra period? There's a word for that. The extra space after the period.
There's a name for that?
There must be a name
it's,
for that.
it's called a mistake.
Mistake,
Yeah,
it was a
it's-
mistake that was
I
made for
guess I'm still
centuries.
making
The
mistakes.
type, the
Yeah,
typewriter,
never
double
told me.
space.
No, never tried it.
Okay, so we'll, okay, and
I'm
then
not changing my whole all the writing I've done recently. I'm not doing it.
everybody's gonna know.
I did a
Just
massive
dig in,
report for
dig in, Michelle.
Somerset. I am not changing it. Okay.
For Somerset?
Oh,
All
So,
right.
Do we
Okay.
set
Okay.
our next meeting? Do you want a motion or no, you can just.
The last
agree.
thing we need to do, and so if we're looking at the third Monday, as we often do, it would be August 19th. Does that
Are you
work for
back, Marianne?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, you're back the 15th, right? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
yep,
Okay.
that's me.
All right. August 19th at 7:30.
Works for me.
Great. Thank you. I guess we can adjourn. Is there anything else before we adjourn?
Thanks, buddy.
See most of you at the groundbreaking, I sincerely hope, and let's have a quick round of applause, could we, for Marianne, for getting us to here,
Yeah.
and Brad and the rest of the committee.
So exciting.
And all of us that have worked so hard and so long to get to this point.
I
I
know.
mean, it's
It's been a very long time.
it's been a long time and,
A long time coming.
yeah, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
I really will. Thank you.
When,
Good night.
yeah,
Are we adjourned,
yeah, we're
Madam
adjourned.
Chair?
All
Thank
right,
you.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the meeting then. Okay, thanks. Karen. Okay.